The Stuart family is a very large royal criminal bloodline with current noble titles of peerage in Ireland, Scotland, Nova Scotia, and England. They are the essence of evil and self-righteousness. They are completely ruthless. One Scottish family branch currently holds the title of Marquess of Bute and own a large palace called Mount Stuart House. They ruled as the monarchs of Scotland and England for a period of time and intermarried with the Bourbon, Hanover, and Wittelsbach royal families as well as the English royals. The Stuarts also merged a branch with the Spanish Dukes of Alba. They are also married with the Goldsmith, Guggenheim, and Giddesbanking families. The Stuart family branched off from the Bruce clan of Scotland. Andrew Bruce 11th Earl of Elgin is the head of the House of Bruce and a former Grand Master Mason for Scotland. Andrew Bruce is really evil and is one of the highest level Freemason in Scotland. Many Scottish peers are high-level Freemasons and use their authority and command over the Masonic Brotherhood to create a defense for the House of Windsor and other high-level royalty. Freemasons in the United States infiltrate government, politics, law, and business and serve the Grand Lodges of England, Scotland, and Ireland. The name Stuart derives from steward, which refers to deputy or second in command. They were originally deputies of the fraudulent House of Normandy and later became loyal to the Bavarian House of Wittelsbach through Jacobitism while currently pretending to be loyal to the House of Windsor. Duke Franz of Bavaria is the heir to the Stuart crown and who the Stuarts really serve. The Irish Stuarts hold the title of Earl Castle Stuart with Arthur Patrick Avondale Stuart VIII Earl Castle Stuart and his son Viscount Andrew Richard Charles Stuart as the heads of this family branch. Arthur Stuart VIII Earl Castle Stuart is the son of Eleanor May Guggenheim of the very wealthy Guggenheim family, which are also married with the wealthy Rothschild family. Arthur Stuart and Princess Sibylla of Luxembourg are members of the Peggy Guggenheim Collection Advisory Board. Arthur Stuart's cousin Peter Lawson Johnston is a high-level member of the Guggenheim family. The Stuarts manage many Jewish billionaires including the Rothschilds, Goldsmiths, and Guggenheims, which covertly work with the Walton family. The 2018 Guggenheim International Gala honored the Edmund de Rothschild Foundation and Alice Walton, the sister of Jim Walton. Jim Walton, who is worth over $40 billion, named his son Stuart Walton after the House of Stuart. Arthur Stuart's grandparents were Solomon Guggenheim and Irene Rothschild, and Arthur worked as the vice president of the Solomon R. Guggenheim Museum and ran its Venice collection. The Guggenheim family originated in Venice. Guggenheim Partners is a large global investment firm controlling assets estimated at $270 billion, and Guggenheim Funds Investment Advisors located in Chicago is another major firm controlling tens of billions and owned by the Guggenheim family. Guggenheim Investment manages over $200 billion in assets. The billionaire Mark Walter is the CEO of Guggenheim Partners and Alan Schwartz is executive chairman of Guggenheim Partners. The Guggenheim family are keeping many members of their family hidden. The Stuart family have also intermarried with the Montagu banking family that were appointed as peers by the Roman Catholic King Edward IV of England. The Stuart or Stuart families have various noble branches and still own several estates and palaces today. The Stuart family are also merchants and involved in business at the City of London Corporation. The Stuart clan have a large portion of ownership over the Hudson's Bay Company through Prince Rupert of the Rhine, whose mother was a Stuart. The Stuart family created Hudson's Bay Company. Prince Rupert was the first governor of the Stuart. King Charles II issued the Hudson's Bay Company, HBC. And their relative Donald Smith, the first Baron Strathcona and Mount Royal, was a top executive of HBC, and he later obtained large shares in it when the company went private. The Stuart King James VI issued the Royal Charter for Nova Scotia. Much of Canada and Nova Scotia are Stuart territory of oversight and business. The Stuart family are large shareholders of the Hudson's Bay Company, which has nearly $8 billion in assets. Clay Riddle was a Canadian billionaire who died in 2018, and he was from Manitoba, which was land owned by the Stuarts' Hudson's Bay Company until 1869. Jerry Schwartz is a Canadian billionaire that was educated from the University of Manitoba, and he is an agent of the House of Stuart. The Thomson family are Canadian billionaires that were made nobles under the British Crown. Baron David Thomson, who is worth $37 billion, is the owner of Thomson Corporation, which owns Reuters. Richard Thomson is a Canadian banker and board director for Thomson Reuters. Andrew Bertie, the recent and former Grand Master of the Sovereign Military Order of Malta, was a Stuart through his mother, Lady Jean Crichton Stuart. The Stuarts established a branch in Rome with Kim Rossi Stuart as a current member, who is married to the actress Ilaria Spada. Andrew Bertie ran the SMOM for 20 years. The Stuart family is directly involved with the Sovereign Military Order of Malta, which is a Masonic organization. The Stuarts also produced 6 Grand Masters of the Grand Lodge of Scotland and are top overseers of the Grand Lodge of Scotland today. John Crichton Stuart, the 3rd Marquis of Bute, was both a Knight of the Vatican and British Crown. The Stuart family is the largest peerage bloodline in the United Kingdom and Ireland, with dozens of members. John Crichton Stuart, the 7th Marquis of Bute, is the head of an English Stuart peerage and is a wealthy multimillionaire, although the family likely has more wealth than what is officially recognized. His son is John Bryson Crichton Stuart. I believe John Colum Crichton Stuart is the hidden head of the Order of St. John, and he is a top military commander over secret societies, and I believe this because the Stuarts ran the Grand Lodge of Scotland and the Sovereign Military Order of Malta. Anthony Crichton Stuart and Ninian Crichton Stuart are also members of this branch. Anthony Crichton Stuart is a pedophile that lives in New York. The Crichton Stuart branch are English Roman Catholic and appear to be the real head of the Stuart bloodline, along with the Earl Castle Stuart family, and working for both the British Crown and Holy See. Andrew Clyde Stuart is a member of the Earls of Galloway. There is John Kenneth Alexander Stuart, the Baronet of Strathcarey. John Simon Watson Stuart and his son Hamish Watson Stuart are the Baronets of Balgownie, Scotland. Hugh Nicholas Stuart and his son Kieran Andrew Liam Stuart are the Baronets of Athenry, Ireland. Ludovic Houston Shaw Stuart is the 12th Baronet of Greenock and Blackhall. The actor Patrick Stewart and the singer Rod Stewart are Knights of the British Empire and are relatives of the House of Stuart. Alan Darcy Stuart, Nicholas Courtney Darcy Stuart, and Lindsay Stephen Darcy Stuart are the Baronets of Ramelton, Ireland. Frederick Aubrey Vane Tempest Stuart and his brother Reginald Alexander Vane Tempest Stuart are British members of this clan and are the Irish Marquises of Londonderry. The Stuart Marquis of Londonderry's motto is "The dragon's crest is to be feared." The Stuart family are mostly Roman Catholic, and this is why they are deeply connected with the Order of Malta and currently loyal to the Roman Catholic House of Wittelsbach, which claim the royal titles of the House of Stuart. The Clan MacLachlan of Scotland are Jacobites, with Chief Ewan John MacLachlan, the Baron of Strathluclan, as the current head. The Clan Lockhart are Scottish nobles and loyal to the Stuarts and Wittelsbachs. The Clan Lumsden are Jacobites headed up by Chief Gillam Lumsden. The Clan MacDonald or Donald are Jacobites headed up by Chief Godfrey MacDonald. Princess Mary of Denmark's parents are Scottish and from this clan, with her birth name Donaldson. The Clan Mackenzie are Jacobites headed up by John Mackenzie, the 5th Earl of Cromarty. The 1871 District of Columbia Organic Act created Washington, D.C. as a municipal corporate state and the headquarters of the United States, based on debts owed to foreign entities like the Hudson's Bay Company, Kingdom of Belgium, and Irish government, and this is stated in its preface. The Stuart family have siphoned off at least tens of millions from Americans through fraudulent tax contracts with the United States and its debt contracts with the HBC and its subsidiary the Puget Sound Agricultural Company through the British Crown and Irish government. David Stuart was a Virginian politician and relative of the Scottish peers that helped to turn the Virginia Company into the United States with the Freemason and fraud George Washington. This is why most of Ireland is separate from the United Kingdom. The Holy See has owned Ireland since the Norman invasion issued by their English Pope Hadrian IV or Nicholas Breakspear through the papal bull called Laudabiliter. The Stuart family were part of the Norman invasion and are the top managers of Ireland, and through the Roman Catholic House of Wittelsbach are in service to the black nobility which owned the Holy See. Through the Irish government and Hudson's Bay Company's fraudulent tax contracts they are stealing wealth from the American people through the United States. The Stuarts and their criminal associates need to be completely hunted down and exterminated. End of reading.